into bloody pieces in this room. Ah, the cries of the children. The murderer was caught. Do you know why he said he killed his family? Because I felt I had to. Anyway, I'm lying. It's all just a joke. I wanted to scare you, that's all. The truth is, only one person died. By suicide.
I always love that. See the dude hanging in the window.
That's Danny. A quiet young man, but quite friendly, as you can see. He was so eager to meet you. His hometown is New Orleans, but he came here after first losing his way. Oh, maybe you might know. Where is the path to heaven?
Yeah, that usually gets a lot of people. Oh, she says there's a real dead body here. And so it always makes you wonder, is this Danny or is it this guy over here? So you never really know. It's good stuff.
This mansion is quite old, so please watch your step. Sometimes the floor suddenly gives way, and beneath the floor, there's nothing. I'm so sorry. This place is just falling apart. The mechanism is broken, you see. It wasn't supposed to stop there, I assure you.
And what's interesting about that ceiling coming down, if you play this game on hard mode, and I mean like the action mode on hard mode, the ceiling will come down and kill you, and the only way to get through it is to actually equip your, or kind of ready your gun and walk forward to dodge it. So
there's the exit. I hope you enjoyed your tour. Please come back anytime. Or if you'd prefer, we could come and visit you instead.
This scene right here was taken, well, not... Oh, wait.
That was supposed to be the exit, but it seems that no one wants you to leave. Everyone really likes you. They want you to stay with them forever. I have to agree with them. Don't be afraid. Dying is much easier than living.
Yeah, if the red light hits you, you die. You just kind of fall over. Now, the sound effects are actually taken directly from the movie Session 9, where a guy does have to run from kind of a creepy light following him, if I'm not mistaken. So, needless to say, not having your vest on is a good idea. And the first time I did this, I didn't realize what the light was, and I got killed quite a few times. So yeah, so your objective is just to run. And I never remember the passages to take, so... not that there's any different path, you just gotta, like, which way to turn. And so that's the Haunted Mansion, which it's fairly short, but very memorable. A lot of people really like it. Smashed in the face. get some things first. And the Borley Holland Mansion, if somebody could look that up, the name actually does come from a mansion that I believe is supposed to be haunted in some state. What the red light is, I honestly don't know. But I do know that the name does come from something. I mean, the Borley Holland Mansion, that is. And there are 2 items in this room you actually need to get. One of them is a red shoe. And the other one is a chain, which I just saw. Yeah, but usually the 2 things that most people remember from this game are the Haunted Mansion and Vincent's line. They look like monsters to you. That's usually the 2 things that people remember about this game. It's red Foreman. Guy's fucking crazy. And you actually need to use chain here and right over here, because the door is actually rusted shut. So just pry it open. Yes, we can. It's right there. Pick up delicious ammo. No, she can't wear the shoe. Thank you for posting that about the factory right there. Excuse me.
Douglas!
You're late.
Are you hurt?
I can't move my right leg. I think it's broken.
I'll call an ambulance.
What? I don't think one will come. Don't worry. I'm used to it.
You old fool! Getting yourself hurt like that?
Sorry.
Why did you have to do that for me? What'll I do if you die?
What'll we do if this god thing gets born?
Come on. How powerful could a god from a dump like this be? I'm sure it'll be no big deal.
Yeah, but anyway, something's gonna happen.
Who knows? Maybe we'd all be better off if it did.
But if this is our God of Mercy axe, I don't want to see any more of him. That's a pretty good reason to risk my life, don't you think? Plus, I'm just an old fool, right?
You think you're Superman or something?
You know, I always wanted to be him. Besides,
Yeah.
I want to help you out.
You don't have to feel responsible. I know it's not your fault.
You remind me of my son.
You said nobody was going to cry for you.
Dead people don't cry. Stupid kid got himself shot robbing a bank.
But why?
Maybe because his pop was a penniless good-for-nothing. Who knows? Anyway, now I guess I'll never find out. Sorry. I shouldn't have said you reminded me of a guy like that.
Well, maybe Maybe if you had compared me to your daughter. Listen, I'll take care of the rest. You stay here and I'll be back when it's over.
You'll be okay by yourself.
Hey, no problem. Besides, my dad's not around anymore, so only I can do this. What are you doing?
Maybe killing you here is the only way to end this nightmare.
Yeah, you might be right.
Question I always have is if they're trying to keep her, alive until, she can birth the god, why are all these fucking monsters trying to kill her? But, whatever. Yeah, so I always just assumed that Claudia has powers of her own, considering that, she's able to kind of command these monsters and whatever. If you need to go, have a good night. Are they filling her with hate? So the journey to her dark side will be complete. We're actually making pretty good time now that I think about it. Now the game says like 2 hours, but I actually don't believe that it takes into account cutscenes, which there are quite a few of if you guys haven't noticed. Have a good night. See, now that would actually make a bit more sense if Alessa is trying to stop herself. Big headbutts me, jackass. And coming up here in a second, we're actually going to hit something that's pretty interesting. At least I always thought it was interesting. Actually, I thought it was around here somewhere. Maybe it's a little later. But you actually do run into Harry's notepads from the first game. Which I don't know if you guys remember me mentioning when I was playing Silent Hill 1 that those actually do kind of come into play here. So the save points in 1, there's a couple of them here and there where you can actually read some of his notes, which is a lot of fun. So now you have to start killing all the horses. Which is a little weird. And from that note, it actually makes it seem like if you don't do it, they actually kill you. I'm not sure exactly how that happens because I've never actually sat here and let anything happen. this is actually a boss fight. Yes, you can beat the game tonight. Yes, I know Lewis is alive. Thank you. This boss is actually called Memory of Alessa, and she actually has black hair. She can actually block attacks. This is probably the best way to fight her. Okay, you actually need to fight her a couple of times. So she will have the knife, and then she'll have the handgun, which is never fun. Check it out before I get shot in my face. And what you want to do is just to get her to swing at you, so that you can smack her. You don't want her to try shooting, which eventually the game will try, and she'll try to punch. That's one of the easiest things, is just to kind of maintain. Stay close to it. Good job, Red. There's actually a couple of different attacks you can do. There's actually a it's pretty interesting how is actually the most difficult. This is only on normal. This one's the most difficult. You guys will find out why in just a second. She has some G-Gun. Just getting smacked around now. You do not want her to shoot you with that. And now when she dies, she does leave a little thing on the floor here. It would be better for myself to die, after all. It's nothing to be afraid of. And blah, blah, blah. Endless pain. Yes, yes, yes. So, you know, trying to kill herself. Lots of fun. That boss fight can be kind of a pain in the ass. Especially, like, if you don't know, like, hey, I can block, you know, because you'll try to run away from her, and then, you know, she'll start plugging you with the weapons, and that's honestly where you'll lose a lot of health in that fight. I'm actually not going to bother to read any of this. But I do encourage you guys when you're playing this game, you know, read the files and things that are laying around. It's you know, it's always good to get more stuff, more insight on the games. So we make our way to the church.
How did you get here? It was Vincent, wasn't it? He led you here. When will he cease his meddling? But it's just as well. Luring you here also serves my purposes.
Checkmate.
Not yet. The time is not yet at hand. The time when all will be forgiven their sins. When the paradise we have long dreamed for will arrive. After the judgment and atonement, an eternity of bliss. Oh, Alessa, the world you wanted is nearly here.
That's not what I want.
Not you. Alessa, your true self.
But I am Alessa. My little Claudia, my dear sweet sister.
Alessa, is it you? Oh, how I've missed you.
I don't need another world. It's fine the way it is.
But you said it yourself. The world must first be cleansed with fire.
But that's not what I want now.
Alessa, don't you want happiness? Have you become blind to all the hopeless suffering in the world? We all need God's salvation.
Listen, suffering is a fact of life. Either you learn how to deal with that or you go under. You can stay in your own little dream world, but you can't keep hurting other people. Besides, I'll never forgive you for hurting my father.
I wish only for the salvation of mankind. But for that to happen, the world must first be remade. And for that, we need God.
You self-righteous witch! No one asked you to help!
It's growing within you. You despise me, don't you?
You're damned right I do!
That's good.
Should have just shot her in the face. Tarot cards everywhere. If you dig pretty deep into this game, you do some reading. Apparently there's a lot of things that have to do with tarot cards. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the Fool is actually supposed to be Heather. This is a really interesting little thing here, and I think it's up for debate as to who the person is on the other side of this confessional.
Dear God, please forgive me. I know I'll be put to death for the sins I've committed. And I'll go to my death gladly, and with a peaceful heart. But please, grant me just a small piece of your everlasting mercy. Let me see my child once within your golden gates. Deliver me not to hell, but to purgatory. Allow me to atone for my sins there. I'll stand within the very flames of redemption, no matter how they burn me. Forgive me for my wicked act of revenge. And deliver the soul of my poor murdered daughter. Please, also care for the soul of the girl whose life I have taken. God, I am a child, trembling with fear as I stare at death. Soothe my tortured soul with your infinite mercy. Please, forgive me.
Okay, speed it up. Jeez. Not gonna say anything. Screw her. But regardless, it's a nifty little scene right there. I believe this door's locked. Yeah. I don't know. It's a good question of who that is. Some people do think it's Dahlia. Who knows? So it's kids just kind of laying around. Got our cassette tape here. Oh yeah, and this talks about the symbol, yeah, the halo of the sun. Circles, guys, circles. And again, parallels with the first game. You notice that we, on the carousel, we had to fight, you know, something. Something I didn't point out is there's actually a burning corpse in the middle of the carousel while we fight it. Now that I remember this, I have read, now this is not confirmed, that may be the body of Sybil, because I don't believe it's ever confirmed whether or not Sybil actually makes it out in the first game. Maybe one of you guys knows. Another giant halo of the sun symbol on the ground here. Yeah, the map's really great. Guys, look on the floor right there. Some little footsteps. Reminds me of Doom 3. Yep, sure was another wheelchair. And you do actually need to wait for the footsteps to finish before you can actually move this picture right here. I mean, I always figured because they never mentioned Sybil again that I always kind of figured she didn't make it out. And there's an enemy right here that yeah, it's not actually the same. I mean, he acts the same way, but it's not actually the missionary. It's actually a less stronger version of him. I forget what he's called actually. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, there's just a lot of books about the cult and all the things that they do.
Hiya, Heather.
You show up everywhere, don't you?
You make me sound like some kind of unwanted pest.
Well, who are you anyway?
Haven't you realized that yet?
Yeah, you're on Claudia's side.
I told you not to put me in the same category as that mad woman.
Well, you're pretty loony yourself.
It's true. We believe in the same God. But I'm quite sane.
So why did you help me out then? Was that also part of trying to resurrect God?
It's not uncommon for people to worship the same God and still disagree.
God? Are you sure you don't mean devil?
Whichever you like. The point is that now I really am on your side. I don't want God to be born. It wouldn't be convenient. Much too unpredictable.
So you've been using me to stop Claudia, is that it? Do your own dirty work.
My dirty work? I think we both had our own interests in mind. You hate her too, don't you? You're the only one who can get it done. I don't have powers like you two. Besides, I always hated getting all hot, sweaty.
Oh, really?
I'm just looking out for myself. Everyone does it. Don't stand there looking so smug. You're the worst person in this room. You come here and enjoy spilling their blood. And listening to them cry out. You feel excited when you step on them and snuff out their lives.
Are you talking about the monsters?
Monsters? They look like monsters to you?
Oh no.
Don't worry. It's just a joke. By the way, I forgot to ask you. Did you get the seal of Metatron?
What's that?
You don't have it? Leonard was carrying it.
You mean this thing?
Yes, that's it. As long as we have that, we're fine. Here, take this.
Vincent's a strange guy. So it would actually be a good idea for me, especially with some of these freakier monsters running around. Actually, oops, I actually did have it on. Good. For a second, I didn't think I had my vest on. Exactly the friendliest monster in the game, is he? I honestly don't remember if it tells you how many monsters that you stomp on. I'm sure it does add to the melee count. I mean, so we kind of know Megatron. So we kind of understand what's going on at this point. I mean, you know, they're trying to resurrect their god. And I like that line where she says, "Don't you mean devil?" And it's kind of like, well, whichever you like. So, and now she's trying to stop it and get her revenge at the same time. So, as usual, some interesting stuff going on. And we're actually looking for, yes, more diary stuff. But we're actually looking for tarot cards right now. And you notice this room actually looks like his room in the apartment. So, I mean, I guess you could kind of consider this her own version of Nowhere from... Should just shotgun those guys in the face. But whatever. I actually don't think the jerky works on them. And you'll recognize this as Alessa's room from Silent Hill 1. And I do not believe I have all the tarot cards just yet. But you guys will recognize this book from Silent Hill 1. Which talks about we're an area where we need to place a lot of these tarot cards that we're finding. So we only have 3 of them right now. So we gotta go find more of them, unfortunately. There we go. That key is used. Bastards up in here. Gotta love this map, man. It's great. Just like Temple of Doom. Here we go. Some more stuff for us. And I actually can't pronounce that, but that stuff in the book right there that's talking about is the the red crap that can actually seems to stop a lot of things. So, and you'll notice that this is Alessa's room from 1. So a nice ampule right here. And again, you really don't need to waste the time fighting these guys. Just kind of run around them. And I do need to use that brass ring. Or not ring, and there are only so many places you can use it. a single door. Yes, thank you. Obviously, go. We cannot. I'm pretty sure we're going back upstairs. Let me get to the door before he hit me. Yeah, it's getting pretty late. Even though the game says I haven't been playing that long, it's been much longer than that, obviously. There's that door. But hang in there, guys. We're almost done. But if you guys have to go, I understand. Yeah, I only do a stream once a week because of my schedule. Just school doesn't really allow for me to stream more than I want. Originally I was doing Wednesday and Saturday, but now I just have to do it on Saturdays now. Wow, that was... That actually made me a little nervous. Everything's getting really nasty around here now. I do appreciate you guys watching the stream, though. I'm doing the best I can right now. This stuff takes a lot out of me, just because these games really aren't the shortest in the world. And I believe I'm only looking for one more tarot card. And now we're actually in an area we didn't get to go to, which is actually the school. Again, this is like nowhere. You know, Go Home, Drop Dead Thief. You know, so this was an area we actually went to in Silent Hill 1. But like I said, this is kind of like nowhere, where a lot of the rooms start to blend together and really don't make any coherent sense. But Kate Gordon. That's what we should call the first Silent Hill run, the lightning incident. I do have to admit, though, I was very, very happy that I managed to beat that. Here we go, it's a tape deck.
Do you know about what happened here 17 years ago? You've been here a long time. You must have heard some details.
A group of pagans, blinded by earthly desires, spit in the very face of God. They tried to use the seal of Metatron to prevent God's awakening. But God drove the unbelievers away and threw them into the abyss. But due to their wickedness, God was unable to be born properly. And so, she has slumbered ever since, in the womb of the Holy Mother, until the time of the awakening. That's all that I know.
That's it, huh? Well,
Father Vincent, I heard that the Holy Mother has been found. Is it true?
Alessa has been found? Did Claudia say that?
Yes.
Then it must be true. Her sight rarely fails her.
Bless the Lord.
Maybe it's because of her great faith. But I could never be like her. I wouldn't want to.
Nor I. The truth is, Sister Claudia frightens me a little.
Well now, let's both show our faith by forgetting about this little talk, okay?
Yes, but does that mean this land will finally be the home of eternal paradise?
If God wills it, my sister. If God wills it.
It'd be funny if she popped it in there and just started blasting like Iron Maiden or something. Don't need to read it again. Thank you. Yeah, for anybody that didn't see my original run of 1, that was pretty rough. Simply because there were a lot of sound glitches and things that were going on that I honestly have I had no control over. Yeah, this guy's away. The disc for Silent Hill 1 actually, for some reason, the PlayStation 3 doesn't really like it that much. And when you use the pistol, there's actually a glitch with the sound effect, and when you do it, this horrible tone plays. And it actually doesn't really seem to go away unless you keep shooting. And then you either need to load into a new room, or you need to load the game, but save and then load the game back up. So needless to say, that wasn't very fun for a lot of the viewers. Although I was happy to find out that it wasn't my fault, because I thought it was something wrong with my PlayStation. But then I actually loaded up the game from a previous beaten game, and the way Silent Hill 1 works is if you beat the game on normal, the next time you play it, it will be on hard mode. So, unfortunately, yeah, I'm sorry for that, Zergling, and everybody else that was in there. Let's grab this on the mic. So we're having a lot of glitches with it, and then then it was set to hard mode, and the game really isn't exactly the easiest to play, especially for someone that really hasn't touched it in years. I had a busy week, and I wasn't even able to really touch the game at all. Fuck out of the way, dude. Yeah, and eventually I had to start telling people before I was going to use the pistol. It's like, hey, I'm going to use the pistol, guys. Like, turn down your volume. It wasn't very fun. So pretty much what ended up happening was I get all the way to the end of the game, and then because it was set to hard mode and I really wasn't playing the best, and I was really stressed out that week, and it ended up sucking really bad. And then I really don't want me to get to the end. And so I get to the last boss, and it's on hard mode, and I have 0 health items. I have 0 health items and quite a bit of ammo. And then what ended up happening was that I had gotten hit by a bunch of... I don't know if you guys remember the children that are in that game. They actually get kind of slightly invisible, and they have the knives, and so I ran into a lot of those. Got hit a whole bunch, and then I get to the last boss, and I can't get hit a single time by the lightning or I die. So... if you guys know, the lightning in that game is not the easiest to dodge. So pretty much I was doing everything in my power to try to dodge the lightning. So, no, I didn't rage quit actually. I was very calm throughout most of it. But eventually I just took my headset off. Just because I wasn't saying anything. I was really just trying to figure out how to win. And then after roughly 54 tries, I finally beat the boss. I literally sat there for about an hour. So, and then somebody had said that I was the most patient player on Just the TV after that. So it wasn't it was fun trying to figure out how to do it, but I told everybody I was going to beat the game, and god damn it, I beat the game. Just like this. If I say I'm going to beat it, I'm going to beat it. But yeah, if you watch the Silent Hill 1 playthrough, I even posted a little thing towards the end. I say it's like just skip ahead, save yourself a whole bunch of time. But I remember a lot of people really a lot of guys stuck to that. And then when I won, everybody was pretty fucking happy. So was I. I threw my controller halfway across the room, and I was like, I'm not touching that game ever again. So now we need to actually put these tarot cards up here in a specific order. And what we have here is the High Priestess one, which I believe goes here. There's actually a little, kind of like a little poem that goes along with this. So the Moon card. And each one of these cards actually pertains to one of the characters in the game. I Am Knight. I was thinking goes up here. Fool card, which is actually supposed to be Heather, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. And let's save it before we go through there. Thankfully, there's no lightning in this game. I should do a blind run. Yeah, there's fire now. So let's go on through here. Fan, trying to let extra guys more time. You guys crack me up, man.
What do I want? Well, for the two of you to die, that would be nice. Then I could relax.
When did you stop believing in God? God lives. Just look around you.
But I do believe in her. In my own way. I fear her, and I adore her. But I haven't lost my mind like you. You think that this is the work of God? Isn't this all nothing more than your own personal nightmare? Just like Alessa 17 years ago? If this really is the work of God, then I'd say she has lousy taste.
You mock God? Traitor. You will go to hell.
Not that again! Who do you think you are, claiming to know God's will?
Go home, Vincent.
Home? This church is my home. I built it with my power. The power of money that you view with such scorn. Although, I admit that this atrocious scenery is all yours.
If you continue to get in my way...
Did you kill me?
Excuse me.
Well, the guest of honor has arrived. Let's get this party started. Heather, go ahead and kill this crazy bitch. This demon who claims to speak for God. The time has come. You can kill her now.
You go to hell!
What did you do?
Nothing important.
You're not going to run? I guess this is the end.
No, the beginning. As Vincent said, the time has come. Alessa, I'm saddened that you didn't agree to this on your own. But I thank you for nurturing God with all the hate in your heart. It's time for mankind to be released from the shackles of sin which bind them.
But a God born from hatred can never create a perfect paradise.
Happy people can be so cruel. Is it so hard to believe that sympathy could be born out of pain and suffering? Why do you reject God's mercy? Why do you cling to this corrupt world? You know that only God can save us.
And save you too? Happy ending? I'd rather go to hell.
No, I don't expect to be saved. And that's fine. Alessa, my dearest. For the pain that I've caused you, I deserve no mercy. Even if it was to save mankind. It was too deep a sin. It was hubris for me to try to hasten the day of her arrival. Sacrifices were made. And those are my sins.
If you feel so guilty about it, why don't you go to hell? Heather, use the seal.
Vincent? The seal of Metatron?
Now your stupid dream is over.
Oh, that's just a piece of junk. What do you think you can do with that? Do you really think it can kill God? I'm sorry to see you fell for my father's foolishness.
What?
You're pathetic. But God loves even you. Now, Alessa, there's nowhere else to run. sun will disappear. Waiting so long for this. Even as a child, I knew I would see the coming of this day. I knew I would be a witness to it. Judgment Day. Alessa?
Shut your stinking mouth, bitch!
It's great. One of the endings you can actually get is if you shoot her right here, it will go to game over. And that is intended to be kind of its own ending. But there's actually a pendant that you actually have throughout the entire game, which you may not even know to use in this part.
What are you doing?
Dad.
She is nearly here. Alessa, what have you done? What did you swallow? What is this?
Looks like God didn't make it.
Stop! Goddess.
Claudia!
Alessa, you cannot kill God. I will burn God. If you can't do it, Alessa, I will.
Claudia! Claudia!
Oh man, that's pretty fucking gross. But I remember that was one of my one of the most interesting parts of the game. How much ammo do I have for this thing? So now, folks, we have the last boss. as hell on Latiel's covering her up. He's an attendant to God. But yeah, the hole in the floor is pretty symbolic. And God, I guess herself in this case, is underdeveloped as a result of being born from Claudia. So you notice the bottom half is pretty disgusting, while the top half...
You can't be dead. I was gonna kill you. This is God?
And like I said, the top half is Alessa. I really like that gun too. Yeah, God is a bobblehead. Shotgun her in the face. So I'm going to be flipping in the menu in and out. Notice that the fire does travel on it tries to just kind of follow you. So all you really do is kind of just train the fire. And then I'd say the machine gun from the ground. This boss does have quite a bit of health. Two things of fire. Still not too difficult to dodge. I apologize for going into that Yeah, the boss fight isn't very, exactly the most difficult boss fight ever. Beats Strafing Lightning, though, doesn't it? What ended up happening is this is pretty much ran out of ammo here. The last option, the last resort was just taser in the head. Thankfully it worked. But just for the hell of it. All the ammo's gone. SMG. Because I wasn't being intelligent with its use. I probably could have gone already if I just saved it. So, it's alright.
Is that the end? I guess it's time to roll the credits. You're still alive.
What, Heather?
Just a joke.
You've got terrible
I'm
taste.
sorry.
Heather, did
You
you...
don't have to call me that. I'm not hiding anymore.
Want me to use your real name? What was it again?
Cheryl. The name my father gave me.
You gonna let your hair color go back too?
I don't know. Don't you think blondes have more fun?
Spoke of torture, so
I hate this guy.
so outrageous the toll. You can lose
Just for that, David, I'm gonna make you listen to it.
He refused
Yeah, there's only 3 endings in this game.
to the town that takes all. Survive. You must have the will. This movie doesn't end the way we want all the time. When he shouts at the moon, she's gone, and fear has overcome. He was walking the mile. He was walking alone.
Yeah, I already played Silent Hill 2. It was actually a pretty good run. I have it. It's archived. I would encourage you to watch it if you haven't.
Search for the kin, while electricity be an endless dark.
Next Saturday, I'm going to be doing Silent Hill 4: The Room. So. I'm sure I could match what he's singing. I guess I don't have any balls. Oh, the song's over. I guess I can't sing it after all. But I guess coming up right now, I'm actually going to same bad channel at bedtime. 2 hours, blah, 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 blah. By shooting, by fighting, doing damage. Okay. So, I'm actually going to show you guys some of the secrets. No, I don't want to save anything. In the game, and I'm going to show you guys the UFO ending. And you guys will notice how long ago this one was. So this is dated, in 2004. So that's how long ago it's been. So, and I'm right here where we need to be. So, yeah, I had planned to do a lot of it, but I guess back in 2004, before Justin TV was around. Okay, now you guys are probably wondering what the fuck is all this crap. At the top of the screen, you can actually see your stamina bar, which I mentioned previously, and even turning around in this game actually uses a little bit of stamina, and you actually have a health bar. And I'm actually going to change my costume right now. And there are a shitload of costumes in this game. The Golden Rooster, Royal Flush, Blockhead, and pretty much most of them will just change your shirt. So, and let me show you some of the funnier weapons. So you can get the flamethrower and the unlimited machine gun. You got your knife, and we have our normal steel pipe, the silver pipe. I love it. It says no stronger than the steel pipe, though it's good against vampires and werewolves. And then we have the gold pipe. They do the same amount of damage. There's nothing special about it. We have the katana, and we have the beam saber, which is probably everyone's favorite. So you watch how she pulls this out. Has its own light, and so you can actually just interesting stuff. But I love the way she pulls that out. And if I'm not mistaken, that is a reference to another game. But if you actually don't have, if you don't have anything equipped, you can actually use what's called the Heather Beam, which she says, Heather Beam. It's all like Japanese.
Heather Beam.
And it drains stamina, and you shoot fucking lasers out of your eyes. Now, one of the coolest and one of my favorite things in the game is actually the transform costume. So let me do this for you guys real quick. I love that. Sexy beam shubatsu. And now the Heather Beam becomes the sexy beam.
Sexy beam.
Now you can sit here and just shoot out all kinds of shit. And you notice there's little hearts that fly out everywhere. And in order to get the alien ending, you need to get, I believe, about 30 kills with this thing before you get here. So you can just run around and just go, and it'll follow the enemies, and you can pretty much waste most of everything with it. So, yeah, this is pretty fucking ridiculous. So yeah, I actually run around with this costume a lot, so it's pretty fucking funny. So, okay, and let me see. If you get to get the UFO ending, you need to get 30 kills with this, and then when you go to your apartment, which for some reason I can't seem to find it. Here it is. You get probably one of the fucking funniest endings in the game. So I'm actually not going to talk during this. I'll let you guys just watch it, and you guys will notice a lot of various characters from the other, or actually just 2 characters from the other Silent Hills.
I'm home, Dad. Listen, something crazy is going on.
Cheryl! Dad! What happened?
Well, it's like this. And that's about it.
Oh, my poor little Cheryl. I can't believe that. I'm going to Silent Hill, and I'm gonna bust some heads.
Oh, Dad, you're the coolest!
さあ良い子のみんな集まれー良い子のみんなそろそろ UFO インディングとか飽きちゃってんじゃないのかい？よーし、みんな素直だ。素直が一番成長するぞ。それじゃあそんな成長期のみんなでサイレントヒルの歌を歌おうかな。よーし、いくよ。ワン、ツー、ゴー、ナナ。シェイク、ヨーメン、ヨー、ヨー、ヨー、シェイク、シェイク、シェイク、ヨー。じゃあまずはクローディアの歌ね。みんなは歌わなくていいよ。クローディア、本当は優しいおばさんだ。お菓子とか買ってくれるし、お年玉くれるし。だけどね、怒ると怖い。さらに昼の歌、みんなで歌おう。みんなでヴィンセントいくよ。ヴィンセント、本当優しい親思い。横断歩道でおばあさんの手とか引いてるし。だけどね、わがままだよ。
でも偉いじゃん、おばあちゃん引いたんだ。
さらに昼の歌、みんなで歌おう。みんなで歌いましょう。それはダグラス。本当は探偵じゃないんだ。朝とかやたら早いし、磯の香りするし。それはね、魚屋さんだから。カンパチですよ。
カツオください。
しヘザーねヘザーヘザー本当はバツイチ2児の母育児とか大変だしパートも行けないといけないしだってさヤンママだからなめんなやって感じサラジヒルの歌みんなで歌おうみんなでみんなで歌いましょうサラジヒルの歌みんなで歌おうみんなで歌いましょう
Oh man. I figured you guys would enjoy that. Oh man. So yeah, that right there is it's actually called the revenge ending, but that's the third ending in the game that you can get. But that's that ending right there is one of the reasons I really like this game, just because they really do just make this stuff just fucking crazy as hell. So it's a lot of fun. But that's the Silent Hill song. Oh man. And there are a lot of if I'm not mistaken, I believe that is all the unlockables. I mean, there's not much more. You can type in codes for the extra costumes, which actually takes you to like a little typewriter area. And if I'm not mistaken, you actually do need to type in like Princess Heart or something, and then you can actually get the transform thing. So pretty interesting stuff. But that is Silent Hill 3. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it is either as good or as bad as you guys remember it. I really do enjoy this game. So if I can get Amnesia and get everything set up with it, I'll be more than happy to stream that. So, but as far as it stands now, next week will be Silent Hill 4: The Room, which I'm not really looking forward to, but we'll have to see. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good night, and hopefully you actually, let me turn this off. So you hopefully you guys enjoyed all of that. Yeah. Anyways, I'm probably gonna catch some Z's here, so I'll catch you guys next week, 9 o'clock, same time, Central Time. Yeah, one of the other endings. Sorry, I just noticed somebody asked this question. Yeah, if you just shoot Claudia right before you use the pendant, it actually just goes right to a game over. So it's not technically an ending, but it is a possibility. But anyways, hope you guys have a good night. So yeah, and if you guys haven't already, please click follow. So I do my best. So I appreciate the follows. And you guys are all very welcome. And enjoy the rest of your weekend.